What is going on, everybody? It is Tech Gio, and today we're going to be talking about my week 3 in tech sales as an SDR, everything that happened, just to give you guys that weekly update, just to document my journey and my experience. And let's get right into it. All right, y'all. So for week 3, I'm going to say this is actually my first real week of being an SDR. Week 1 and week 2 is just like a ramp up phase, is what most companies call it. But pretty much you're just learning, doing different trainings, and they're just trying to get you up to speed with the systems that they're using. So the first week I was just in training. I didn't really do anything SDR related. Second week, it was starting to slow down on the training and starting to transition into what I would actually be doing as an SDR. And so week 3, I finally had my first real week where I started making calls on the phone and starting to call different people who are in our ideal customer profile, which is something you learn in course careers, but people that are in your market that could benefit from your solution. So I've been doing a ton of calls. I'm starting to get the hang of that. And pretty much what I'm doing is just starting to book meetings. And so I actually had my first booked meeting week 3, which is super exciting. I try to book them on the meeting and I didn't really know how to book them on a meeting. I just said, hey, does this day and this time work for you? And they're like, yep. And so I was having issues. I couldn't even book the meeting, but I had a certain date and time that the client or the customer was interested in. So I got my first meeting, which is super exciting. And I'm starting to get my feet wet. Just really be more, in tune with how the day-to-day life goes as an SDR and just trying to get familiar with everything. So I started making a bunch of calls, which is super exciting. And just starting to get more familiar with the, the software that we're using, and CRM we're using is HubSpot. All right, now let's get right into the video. Now, my week 3 experience was actually going to be my first real week as an SDR. So I actually finally understand of what it's like to be an SDR. I've been doing a bunch of research, looking at different interviews, looking up, hey, what does an SDR do? What is a day in the life of an SDR? But it's completely different when you're on the other side of things and you get to experience for yourself. So, when it comes to tech sales, you just can't take anything personally. You're going to meet some amazing people who you might even laugh on the phone with. You get a mix of everything. And so I was really hesitant on making my first calls. And so Monday, Tuesday was a little rough, but Wednesday I was like, you know what? I just had a just do it mindset like Nike. I just did it. And, I just really had a positive attitude. So if you can really separate your personal feelings from just what you're doing as a job, I think tech sales is a great route to go. But if you take everything super personal and words really do affect you, I would say maybe tech sales is not for you. Although people aren't as rude as I would assume to be. But third week was my first real week as an SDR. That's what was super exciting. All right, y'all, what I'm about to tell you right now for this next thing that happened this week, I don't know if you guys will believe me, but I'm glad I had captured this on my phone. But we do something called chips, beer, and salsa. Typically when you work in person or like in office, sometimes they will actually have like a little meeting where they actually do chips, beer, and salsa, where they just talk about the week and what's going on and how everything is going. But since I work remote, you don't have actually any chips, beer, and salsa, or you don't get to sit in person with your colleagues or other SDRs and other AEs and your VP of sales and other things like that. Yeah, so chips, beer, and salsa. So I was just thinking this was like just another day, like another meeting, but they actually sent me chips, beer, and salsa to my front door via Uber Eats. I got video footage on my iPhone and I'm gonna play it for you right here, right now. Let's go. Bro, when you're working in tech sales, they send you stuff to your door. Oh, we got some chips, some salsa, and some strawberry lemonade. If you're watching this and you want to get into tech sales, go ahead and join Course Careers. This is the tech sales bootcamp I did. Link is down below. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. So that's it right there. That's the chips, beer, and salsa video. Literally gave me a big bag from Albertsons. The chips that I wanted, I didn't get any beer, but I had some guacamole. Guacamole. Then I got strawberry lemonade for my beer. But they actually sent me chips, beer, and salsa for our meeting, which is something that's so dope. Like, tech sales has been such like surreal experience. The way they just take care of you in these tech companies is just above and beyond any industry that I've ever been a part of. Haven't been a part of too many, but I don't know any other company that goes out of their way to take care of the people, making sure they're, they doing the little things, because little things like that matter. It shows that they care about you. The little stuff really makes a difference. Being a remote worker just really makes things a lot nicer, and just, it's the little subtle things like that. All right, y'all. Now the last thing I want to talk about, this is probably one of the most exciting weeks, honestly, I've had so far. It's only been week 3, but it's been super fun and super exciting. But the last thing I want to talk about is we had a game night. It's called Jackbox.tv. I've seen streamers and different people play this game, but it's like a trivia game and you get different points and you can make it to the end. And so yeah, we actually had a game night virtually through Jackbox.tv, which is just another trivia game that you can play online with your friends or family. It it was super fun, super exciting. I didn't do too well. I didn't win personally, but it was super good just engaging with different people inside the company and really just interacting with one another and having a game to play. I love games. Played games my whole life growing up. So that was really nice, that game night that we had. So that was like the last thing that really happened that week for week 3. It was super eventful for week 3. It was a great experience, probably the best week I've had so far. And it was just super exciting. And so that's gonna wrap up this video for week 3 as an SDR. I hope this weekly documentary, just documenting my journey and my process as a tech sales SDR, really motivates you guys or gives you more insight of what it could be like. And as of always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.